Most devotees know that Ashada Navaratri is dedicated to Varahi Devi, but very few truly understand who Varahi is. Why these 9 sacred nights are considered so sacred in the Shakta tradition, or how even a beginner can worship her with devotion. So, before this year's Ashada Varahi Navaratri begins, let us uncover some of the deeper truths about Varahi Devi and discover a simple yet powerful way to invite her grace into our lives throughout these 9 sacred nights. Ashada Varahi Navaratri will be observed this year from 15th July to 23rd July 2026 in India. Make sure to check Drik Panchanga or your respective Panchanga based on your location to make sure that you start on the right day. It is ideally the day after Amavasya, the Prathama. For devotees of Varahi Devi, these are not merely 9 festival nights. They are regarded as an especially auspicious period to deepen one's sadhana, seek her guidance, and cultivate the very qualities that she represents. That is, courage, discipline, clarity, and unwavering determination. But who exactly is Varahi Devi? And why does she occupy such an exalted place in the Sri Vidya tradition? Among the countless manifestations of the Divine Mother described in our Shastras, Varahi Devi occupies a truly extraordinary position. If you have been following our Sri Lalitopakyana series, you may have already remembered her as Dandanatha, the fearless commander-in-chief of Sri Lalita Tripura Sundari's celestial army, entrusted with leading the Divine Mother's forces during the great battle against Bandasura. According to the Lalitopakyana of the Brahmanda Purana, Varahi manifests from the Ahamkara Shakti of Sri Lalita Tripura Sundari, not the limited ego that binds an individual, but the divine principle of I consciousness through which the Divine Mother directs, governs, and sustains the universe. Just as every kingdom requires a commander to transform the king's vision into action, Varahi represents the Divine Mother's power to transform divine will into purposeful action. This is why she embodies courage, discipline, decisive action, and unwavering commitment to Dharma. Her exalted position is reflected not only in our scriptures but also in our sacred temples. If you have watched our Kamakshi Amman temple episode, you may remember the Gayatri Mandapam, the innermost sanctum where Sri Kamakshi Devi is enshrined. It is here that devotees also worship Dandanatha Mahavarahi, reminding us of the supreme place she occupies within the Sri Vidya Sampradaya. Varahi is also revered as one of the Saptamatrikas, the 7 divine mothers described in several sacred texts. Within the Sri Vidya Upasana, her significance becomes even more profound. In the Trailokya Mohana Chakra, the first avarana of the Sri Chakra, she is worshipped in form of Laghu Varahi, reminding us that her presence extends beyond the Puranas into the very heart of Sri Vidya worship itself. Different scriptures reveal different dimensions of her divine nature. Some traditions describe her as the divine Shakti associated with Lord Varaha, while others associate her with Unmatta Bhairava. Rather than contradictions, these traditions beautifully reveal the many ways in which the Divine Mother expresses her infinite power. Yet, regardless of the tradition through which we approach her, one truth remains unchanged. Varahi Devi is a Divine Mother who protects, guides, disciplines, and empowers every sincere seeker walking the spiritual path. But why is the worship of Varahi Devi considered so special? While devotees certainly seek her blessings for protection, courage, prosperity, and the removal of obstacles, the scriptures reveal a much deeper purpose behind her worship. Varahi Devi does not merely help us overcome challenges in the external world. She does not only help us conquer the external enemies, she helps us to conquer the obstacles that arise within ourselves. Every sincere seeker encounters inner enemies at some point on the spiritual path. Sometimes they appear as desire, anger, attachment, pride, jealousy, or fear. At other times, they quietly manifest as self doubt, indecision, lack of discipline, or the tendency to postpone what we know is right. The worship of Varahi gradually transforms us by giving us the courage, clarity, and determination to overcome these limitations and move forward with greater strength and purpose. Even her unique wild boar face carries a profound spiritual symbolism. Just as a boar digs deep beneath the earth to uncover what lies hidden, Varahi Devi symbolically uproots the ignorance, deeply rooted karmic impressions, and limiting tendencies hidden within us. There is also a fascinating scriptural story explaining why she assumes this divine form. Rather than rushing through it today, we'll explore that beautiful symbolism in a separate episode during this Varahi Navaratri series. So, how can we worship Varahi Devi during these sacred 9 nights? The worship of Varahi Devi includes her Mula Mantra Sadhana and Yantra Upasanas, that is the Chakra Puja, that are traditionally practiced only after receiving initiation from a qualified guru. If you have already received such an initiation, you should continue your sadhana exactly as instructed by your guru. But if you are new to Varahi worship, don't let that discourage you. The Divine Mother never measures our devotion by the complexity of our rituals. What matters most is sincerity, humility, and consistency. You may simply light a lamp before an image or vigraha of Varahi Devi, mentally invoke her presence, and chant her Gayatri mantra with devotion. Even chanting it 21 or 54 or 108 times each day during these 9 sacred nights can become a beautiful offering of love and devotion. Her Gayatri mantra is Om Mahishat Bajaya Vidmahe Danda Hastaye Dhimahi Tanno Varahi Prachotayat. Traditionally, Varahi mantra japa and yantra upasana are performed after sunset. If you wish to perform a simple puja, you may offer the Pancha Upachara Puja consisting of 5 simple offerings, that is Gandha, sandalwood paste, Pushpa, flowers, Dhupa, incense sticks, Deepa, lamp, and Naivedya, that is food offering. Those who are familiar with the traditional worship may also perform the Shodasha Upachara Puja, that is the 16 traditional offerings made while invoking the Divine Mother. If you would like me to make a separate video explaining not only how these 16 upacharas are performed, but also the beautiful spiritual significance behind each one, do let me know in the comments. During the Pushpa offering, devotees traditionally chant the Ashtotra Shatanamavali, that is the 108 divine names of Varahi Devi. Alternatively, you may also chant the Dwadasha Namastotram, the 12 sacred names of Varahi Devi. In the Brahmanda Purana, Maharishi Hayagriva reveals these 12 divine names to sage Agastya and explains that they greatly please the Divine Mother. He further says that one who takes refuge in these 12 names receives her protection and remains safeguarded during difficult situations. I felt these 12 names would make a beautiful daily practice for all of us during Varahi Navaratri, especially for those who are just beginning their journey with her. If you would like me to make that our very next video, do let me know in the comments below. Your responses will help me prioritize it first and release it as the next video. As for Naivedya, scriptures and tradition mention offerings such as sweet potatoes, pomegranates, and black urad dal vadas are especially dear to Varahi Devi. But if these are not available, don't worry. Even a simple fruit offering with love and devotion is more than enough. Ultimately, what reaches the Divine Mother is not the richness of our offering, but the sincerity of our heart with which it is offered. As we prepare to enter these sacred 9 nights, my humble prayer is that Varahi Devi blesses each one of us with courage, clarity, discipline, and unwavering devotion on the spiritual path. If this video helped you understand the significance of Varahi Navaratri, do consider sharing it with your family and friends so that more devotees can prepare themselves before these sacred 9 nights begin. And if you're interested in learning more about the profound wisdom of Sri Vidya tradition, do explore our Lalitopakena series, where we journey through the divine story of Sri Lalita Tripura Sundari, the story behind Lalita Sahasranama from the Brahmanda Purana. May Varahi Devi remove every obstacle that keeps us away from divine and strengthen us with courage and discipline for our inner transformation. Shri Matre Namaha.